Well, hello, welcome, a sincerest hello, and welcome to Wager Talk TV's Wager Talk Studios from all of us, all the Wager Talk properties and affiliated portals, including and especially Sports Memo and the Gold Sheet. I'm going to assume that you're centered, front row, and ready to hear some news and some information on tonight's basketball game from Atlanta when the undefeated ACC Conference Tar Heels take on a young and upcoming GT Yellowjackets club. I've been given the okay to share, to tell, help to alert you that no matter what you hear, be it first or third party intel, and especially what you may have read about the ACC, but the first note of news in this is that the Tar Heels remain, again, the only Power 6 program still undefeated in league play. And that after tonight, after the shot, after at least GT shot at them in Atlanta, they remain undefeated. Not only remain undefeated, but they cover the wood tonight. They're being required, if you're going to back them, it's going to require probably 10, 11 points right in that area. You're going to have to lay that on the road in Atlanta. This is a GT team, remember, that beat a ranked Clemson team in overtime. So uh, I think there's a huge difference between Clemson and UNC. I don't think there's a fear that Stoudemire and his kids are going to, or his young men are going to upset the apple cart and beat UNC, not straight up at least. Giving 10 points is a big ask in Atlanta, especially against a young team that we know. First, there's a big difference, guys. Big difference between teams that are playing the season out and teams, campus programs that are getting better. And mark my words, GT, the Yellowjackets are getting better. They're one of the ones that you have to put a check mark by to really dig deep, have some form of fear for a team like this, especially when you're laying a big number, when you're laying wood and they're on their home floor. It's always a concern, and it should be a concern. If the cappers and if the odds makers are doing their jobs, every handicap, every number that you are faced with, there should be some concerns, and you should question those concerns. So, a quick overview of tonight's matchup. Number 3, North Carolina 17-3 straight up, 12, 13-7 against the number 9-0 in ACC play in Atlanta, facing Georgia Tech, the Yellow Jackets. A Tuesday night, Super Tuesday night, from McCamish Pavilion, and it's a North Carolina team that's won 10 straight since losing to Kentucky and UConn against a GT team that has lost 8 of 9. I think it's 8 of 9, and really are being viewed as a team that's just starting to throw in the towel or play the season out or become selfish, individually selfish for numbers per se. And I respectfully disagree with that. I really do. I like Stoudemire, although his DNA is essentially offense. Um, what this GT team can do is score. What they can't do, at least they can't do it, inside a bubble when they're required to, and that is they don't defend very well. That's what you get with young teams in college basketball. The difference between the UNC team of December when they lost back-to-back games to UConn and Kentucky is defense. Listen, Hubert Davis has gotten this group really cohesive defensively. I'm so impressed with how they've looked over the last 4 or 5 games that I've watched closely and watched more than once. And they rank right now currently maybe the major portals, so say KenPom, for instance, I think they're 6th overall and 4th in adjusted defensive efficiency, which is saying a lot. What else says a lot is, again, that they're still undefeated in ACC play. I know the ACC is not the conference that it was 5, 10 years ago. They haven't had a number 1 seed when the dance opened in 5 years. So that said, and before we go to the conclusion of this, I'm required to ask you a couple things. Are you interested in these videos, getting alerts to these videos and this programming via email? You have a desire for exclusive access to footage, insider information, breaking sports news, alerts to when your favorite video might be playing? Then all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and do it today. Do it now if you have the chance and time and you're interested. So, and if you happen to like what you hear from any of the talking heads here on the Wave Talk Network, make sure you like it too. Hit the like button. So, one last note is that you should understand that the views and the opinions expressed in this video and this program, my programs, are those of the speaker, which is me. And they do not necessarily reflect the views or the positions of any of the Wager Talk powers, hierarchy, the family, the entities represented in my work with Wager Talk. Now, North Carolina they look the part of a national title contender, right? They're unblemished in conference play. The schedule looks promising. Like tonight is supposed to be an easy peasy, right? Well, I think it is an easy peasy. I think laying the 11 is something we should have talked about, and we have. Georgia Tech is on a really tough skid. They've lost the 8-9, as I mentioned. They did win that double overtime against ranked Clemson, but all things equal, the combination of what you're seeing right now from the likes of Elliott Cadd, freshman, and Armando are dynamic. They need more from Armando as far as points go, and when they get that, and when he's a little more aggressive offensively, I think then is when the rest of college basketball and the fan faithful of college basketball should fear UNC. But tonight, it's all UNC. Lay the wood, feel comfortable doing it, because Tony Finn is absolutely not guaranteeing it, but I sure like it. Thanks for dropping by. UNC, minus the wood tonight, minus the 10, 11. I'm Tony Finn. I hope you drop by tomorrow.